Groovy.
I'm becoming more appreciative. I got the bell bottoms too.
I'm so happy those things are going to come back.
I saw a kid on my way to my mom's house that had the like long white sleeve sweater with the fucking striped polo over top of it, like straight out of the 90s with the box cut jeans. I was like, let's go.
Everything is recycled.
I'm here for it.
But the change to Channel Smite is
I got a real fuck
the way Channel Smite works is they're not paying attention. Okay.
I'm listening.
Oh.
I thought you were going to start recording.
I did.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the cold open.
I see.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Our bad.
Right. How Channel Smite works is you take your channel energy die and then you put that into your attack. Cool. But with Channel Smite in 2E, the way that it used to work was they nerfed it from all of your channel energy die to you can only stack like a inflict wounds or a cure wounds with your strike, like similarly to like a magus. And then they changed it to you can only cast the lowest level of inflict and or cure wounds. So you're only ever dealing an additional D8 plus 5 max.
That's not worth it.
So in a game that's all about like scaling with big numbers, it just really neutered the feat. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That's unfortunate.
All right. I don't have my keys. That's a good question.
I haven't done for anything.
What did you say? Barbecue?
No, I did not say anything.
I thought someone said barbecue place.
Do you want barbecue?
I'm gonna have some turkey.
My man's Yerky. I like your little hole.
My little hole? Oh, yeah.
You're in a little
Bro, I'm right here. You can't talk about my husband's hole like that.
You're in a little hole.
Compact, bro.
Where are we going? This is part of the cold open.
I need my wallet.
Tristan's in a little
Fucking
hole.
frozen open.
Frozen?
Wendy's close?
We can.
I'm just not gonna have Whataburger.
I
Twice in a
had
row.
a burger last night, so I'm not like super in the burger mood.
There. Where else could we go?
There's a Popeye's chicken. There's a Jack in the Box.
Maybe I'll throw some
There's
chicken.
salad and go actually.
There is a
There's
salad
a
and go.
I had salad for lunch though. So.
If you guys just want to get some taters with meat in it for like $12, we could go to Dickie's. That's normally enough for me to eat and then save for later, but I understand not everyone's a fan of just potato.
Just raw ass carbohydrates.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's potato with like
barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
It is barbecue, so there are other options, I guess.
There are. That's just the only thing Tristan gets.
That's just
That's
the
fair.
cheapest thing.
Oh, is
has
that the place
highest
we
amount
went
of-
with
Yeah.
Kaylee's parents?
Yes. That's just the place that has the highest. That is the item of that place that has the highest amount of protein and carbs per dollar.
That Tristan can get because it doesn't have wheat.
Yeah.
Like a bun.
Most places don't have wheat there. Most things don't have wheat. I'm gonna get behind the wheel of a
Are
car.
you good? Okay.
Are you good? I'm gonna get behind the wheel of a car. I'm parked in the front yard.
Okay. Is he well?
Oh, your husband. What are you doing? Let me out.
No.
Meow. Meow. Here's the deal. Because of Cecil's like build and the way that his shit is, I would have to multi-class him in order to make him better in future levels. So I don't even know what I would do. Because I don't want to just make him like regular paladin. Everyone walked away from me. It's all me, I guess. We believe. I got some purple bushes.
Bro, why is your bush purple, bro?
I have to go to the doctor.
I require medical attention.
Oh, here, I can hold the door for you. There you go. I know it's always tough when it's like.
Oh no, I squeeze it away. Whoa, girl, what are you doing up there?
Girl, like, oh my god. I'm gonna draw mine. We'll get there.
What?
You're 50. Oh, yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Not 50, 12.
So what
I
happened?
didn't say 50.
Oh, I thought you
I
were
was
going
starting to say
15.
What happened?
Yeah. Are we
We'll
there
get there.
yet?
Are we there yet?
We're not there yet.
What are we talking about right now? What's happening?
I think he's. Are you talking about Cecil still?
I was, yeah.
Oh, okay. Continue on.
Let the man fucking.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
I can only do. I would have to go to a different class in order to make
took
him
the case
do
off,
more
right?
damage.
So it's not
I
gonna
did.
rattle?
It's okay
Okay.
now. Yeah, I don't want to just make him like a paladin though because.
Paladin sucks in E2E. They haven't reworked it yet.
True. I meant leveling Cecil up if I play him for the Christmas campaign.
Oh, I see.
Because the whole point of him was to not be a paladin. I wanted him to smite better than a
If
paladin.
you play him in the Christmas campaign and do not kill Arthurius, I will be disappointed. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, Arthurius might kill him. In which case,
Either way,
I would be disappointed.
I would prefer you kill Arthurius because I think that's funnier. I think Arthurius has it coming, but
He'll come back.
yeah, exactly. He'll come back. It doesn't really matter.
And if Cecil dies, I'm just not going to acknowledge it. So
Fair.
And what I'm hearing is there's zero.
what I'm saying is I want to face level 11 Cecil with level 17 Arthurius.
I could. Arthurius is not level 17.
What level is he?
He would be on level with everybody else. I don't do the weird off-level shit. So he'd be 18 as well. I could do it in next gen, just setting-wise. Although he would demand to play him at level 20. I don't think he'd demand. He'd probably be fine playing him at level 18. That's close enough.
Level
right?
18 is very high.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
Where are we going?
This is the best part of the podcast. We can decide where we're going.
I'm okay with chicken.
We're going to D&D.
We are going to D&D. But we are also going to get food.
Oh, the left side of my brain just lit up in a headache.
What?
Are you having a stroke?
Is it the tumor that you didn't talk Haley about?
Oh my god. You too? You also have a tumor?
The buddy.
Your little friend?
You're going around.
That's what you call him when you tell me specifically in confidence. You call him your little friend.
Little friend.
Is it the little guy that looks at you?
I just forgot about that because the tumor erases memories.
Yeah,
God.
like it clears the cache every time you talk about it.
Holy crap.
Like once we get out of the car, you're gonna forget about the little guy in your head. And then your brain's gonna pulsate. You're gonna remember it.
Oh my god. I should get that looked at. That's why he's got to go to the doctor. He's
He
got
has
a
a
lot
video
going
game
on.
enemy weak point. It's like a big glowing orb on the side of his head.
I can't believe I never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Meat.
Tristan's
Meat
gonna
sounds
decide,
good.
right?
I
I'm
want
just
meat.
gonna throw out the Luffy vote.
The what though?
The Luffy vote.
Meat.
Like the meat fan. Big fan of meat.
I hope Dawson appreciates the
The One Piece reference.
the OPR.
That one's for you, Dawson. Shouts out Dawson.
Shouts out to Dawson.
Dawson. We don't know much about that
We
guy.
don't know much
No.
about him. Who does?
That's the name of the skinwalker.
That's what we were joking about. That is, it was it's like I think Austin was like, do you think like Dotson's the one who killed Dawson and replaced him?
And only
Because
his
we
mom
don't
is
know much
aware.
about Dotson.
And
We
Trina
don't know much
knows.
about
Oh my
Dawson.
god.
So what happened at D&D last
What
week?
happened?
We
We fought a slimy guy.
Fought a slimy guy.
Yeah.
There was a big boy.
Picking back up, we were all charging into the room where this slimy, it really looked like Freddie made use of the slime pen.
Yeah, it's a
that
cum chameleon.
Oh, I see.
It's a
Chameleon.
chameleon. Yeah.
Okay,
No, it's not. It's just made of goo. That was a joke.
Nondescript white goo.
Ew.
You said it was clear.
It changes color.
I see.
It's a chameleon.
Yeah.
Chameleon.
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 Chameleon, yeah.
So we go into the room. All of us charged in, and that slippery bastard got past us and into the front area, and we chased it again.
Jordan tried to.
Oh
put
yeah,
it
and
to
it
sleep.
fucking killed almost 2 people.
Jordan tried to put it to sleep. And,
That didn't work.
Tried to honk shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, the magic went into this man's eye.
Oh, yeah,
Kaleidoscope
I
and got
totally
shot back
forgot
at her,
about
and
that.
then she fell asleep.
Because you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
And so it just...
He rolled a nat 20.
He rolled a nat 20. He refracted your
The hex.
your hex back at you and honk shoot your ass.
My
I
ass
think she's
was
more of a honk.
honk-shooed.
Me.
I
Jack
feel
would
like,
know.
I feel like Jordan's a honk shooter.
I don't know. I'm never around when Jordan's asleep. Only Jack is.
Well, what's Jack doing?
What kind of sleeper is Jordan?
She's a honk. Me.
What
I
the
see.
fuck?
So, then Murphy was trying to guard the door where this thing was going to be coming out. Except he ran into it. In which case we would... How many d6 of acid damage was it? That you should have been rolling more of?
Oh, it was 66. I was only rolling 5.
So an average of, 15 to 18 damage.
6 damage.
That's only 6 damage.
Yeah, it's only 6 damage.
Consecutive.
So Jordan also tried to help.
And 1 charisma damage, 1 chaw damage.
And 1 chaw damage as it
that would
peels away the...
Straight to your ribs.
Epidermis.
Yeah. Are you going to turn, please? Oh.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, Jordan also didn't see it, so she stepped into it as well. And then it took both Jordan and Murphy and drug them underneath the door. And so Jack...
No, it did push the doors open. It didn't...
Oh, okay.
You didn't get crunched under the fucking...
That would have been way
That
more
is
damage.
not what happened.
I just pictured it being very cartoony in my head.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Do you guys want BBQ?
Sure.
Oh, jeez. Thankfully, we have no one in the trunk this time.
Yay.
I was like, I looked at the
boys
lane,
do
and then
the
you're like, no
yarn.
one in the bed. I was like,
The
oh,
big
yeah.
Goopy boy, reminder, we're at the Aquilix Embassy. The big
Yes.
Goopy boy ran out into the lobby, and the guards protected the
Civilians.
The civilians.
Civvies.
And I think... Did you break out at that point?
No, Murphy broke out.
Murphy
broke out, and then it was like, okay, Jordan, are you gonna try and break out? And I'm like, he barely passed, and he actually has a strength score. I'm not gonna be able to break that, so I'm just gonna be here, I guess. As it was doing about 25% of my health.
And then
Jack actually was able to use poison.
Did something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jack actually... Well, I was also shocked.
It was a miracle, yeah.
I was also amazed. That thing rolled low enough that my poison actually did something and knocked that shit out.
And then you hit it again.
Yeah, and then it did even more because I was finally able to, use some of my poison stuff. Incredible. Is this place open? I guess there's a dude there.
It says it's open daily.
It is open daily.
It is also just the day after, or 2 days after Thanksgiving.
I was just saying it was dark.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back momentarily.
BB.
I think it would be cool to do something
Good. Okay.
with, in Next Gen with Tuberis, where, like, people show up to do, a mission for him, and he's just like, hey, can you, stay over here? My kids don't know.
My kids don't know.
I would love that. Well, I was also talking to Tristan, and I have one character.
I'm fine going home.
Why are you
I
whispering
spent a
that?
bunch of money on food, so...
It's a secret.
Because he doesn't want you to know.
I didn't want to stop the podcast.
I guess. Too bad.
We talked about where we were going for food for the first 10 minutes of it.
I was telling Tristan. So Tristan was concerned because he's like, oh, I feel like I have so many more characters. And we determined that it's just that he's made a lot and hasn't played them. I only have one character that I've fleshed out that I haven't played, and that is my Ingrid. Ingrid of Lastwall.
The first Ingrid.
Yeah, it was supposed to replace Lycan if he ever died, and then he didn't.
He just persisted.
Well, no, he was God's favorite. He was God's chosen special child. God's favorite sacrificial lamb. So he just let him live forever.
The only reason I'm not still mad about that is because he's red.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah. Now Red just has a sick ass guard dog.
You just know.
You just know.
Woke Cecil's homosexuality.
Yeah, there we go.
He was an integral part of that
He
team.
was.
We're going this way.
To give us more time to talk.
I see.
Oh. So we're chasing around a little lizard man.
He was not a little...
He was
he
a
was not
gigantic
little
lizard
or a man.
creature.
Or
This guy
He
lizard.
was barely a lizard.
The giant goo monster.
So Jordan continued to
Nearly killed
get
Jordan.
acidified until Jack came in clutch with his sleep poison, put
Yeah.
the thing to sleep so that Jordan could step out of it.
then we all ran
now
around
looking
like
like a
mad
Fallout ghoul.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later.
And then we all had to hatch a plan in order to try to
Well, Jordan was like,
scare
"Oh,
it back.
Explain the mechanic.
yes."
So effectively, this place is sort of a big ring, with a courtyard in the middle. It's not a complete ring, but for the most part it is. And the courtyard had 3 entryways into it from different parts of the embassy. And most of the major doors in the embassy could be locked with a big bar from the inside. And the idea is you're trying to herd this thing. You're not trying to kill it. You're trying to herd it into its pen. So you're trying to get it back out into the courtyard. So you had to go around and like lock all the doors. And but yeah, that was effectively what it was. You guys had to go around and lock all the doors. And you also had a force wall tapestry that you could deploy to create a wall. You know, if it was trying to run down a hallway, you could throw the wall up.
Yeah.
With the challenge being every round or every turn, we had to make a perception check at the start of it to see if we can even see the thing.
Yes, and it was a high DC, so...
Because that was part of it, is Jack got one of the doors locked, and then they herded it in through the door in the main lobby area into the courtyard, and then they all kind of realized at once we didn't close the door to the ambassador's office, so that thing immediately went that way. And then we all ran back there, and
then it went invisible.
Jordan,
you rolled a nat 1 perception, so she thought
It got past
ran
them.
past us, and Jordan was like, shit, and ran out and away.
Yep.
Yeah.
We almost all followed except Murphy.
Because Murphy, I think, actually saw it.
Murphy
then
did not, he was just persistent and incredibly drunk.
And he also
there you
went
go.
before Jordan.
Yeah.
That was it too, yeah.
And then Frisk was like, wait a second, I can actually help here. Boosted Murphy. And I think that's when we finally caught sight of it.
You guys, the
And
only...
then you also told the guards to help us.
From
Yeah,
the point
yeah.
he rolled a nat 1, you guys did not see it again until Murphy and Frisk were out in the courtyard, and that was the last time you saw it until it was in its cage.
Yeah.
You didn't see it again after that.
Right,
You just knew its general location in the courtyard.
because then once Jordan went back to the lobby and was like, hey, where did it go? And everyone's like, it didn't come past here. She was like, oh shit, it must have played some mind games on me. Jack followed and was like, oh, I'll go in, but you close the door behind me.
Yeah.
And Jordan's more protective of Jack than Jack is of Jordan, so she's like,
That's
no.
not the case.
Okay.
It
She's
absolutely
faster.
is.
Is it?
Yeah. You dumped him because he was ugly, or because she was ugly.
We'll get there.
Well, let me.
Yeah, go for it.
So as soon as Jack or whoever opened the door, the Enceladus had a ready to action to jump to charge at any door that opened because it was just crouching in the corner waiting. So it charged at the door and tried to break past Jack, and you rolled like a nat 20, right?
I didn't roll a nat 20. I had one in clutch that you gave to me because I
Oh,
brought
that
you
was it.
Pecan Sheet Take.
That's it. Yeah.
I bribed the DM.
You bribed the DM.
It worked.
And it worked, and so you blocked it from going through the door.
Yeah.
And then you closed it, and then Jordan was already out there. At that point, you knew where it was.
And Murphy, yeah, Jordan could see it. Murphy didn't know where it was, but Jordan pointed out. So Murphy kind of hugged the wall, and Jordan was saying, like, hey, go here. It was kind of trying to move away from Murphy, and then Jordan moved kind of toward Murphy, and then used burning hands to kind of throw some flames.
like a wall of fire in between, like where you didn't want it to go.
Correct. So it would go in the opposite direction, which was the cage. And
It
we
ran
were
into the
good.
cage.
Yeah.
Guards shut.
Yeah. And then everything kind of settled down. The ambassador did show up around that. Well, before the ambassador showed up, Jack
You
and
all reconvened.
Yeah, we all
Jordan
reconvened.
and Jordan lost how much charisma?
She lost 3 charisma, but
Yeah. It was
she had like holes in her cheeks and shit.
She got melted a little bit.
She got melted.
Melted.
No eyelids, you know.
And then she asked Jack, "Am I still beautiful?" He went, and that was enough
And
to
she's
make her
like,
run.
I'm hideous, and then ran off.
Yeah. And then
I-
Jack just assumed that meant they were broken up because
Yeah.
gross.
I do love the drama of Jordan. She was hurt by it, but they're not in her head, not broken up. She's just gonna go get that fixed.
You need to embrace the sleaziness of Jack. I think it is core to his character.
I think
it is. I just
Kaylee
think
is
everyone-
after that Leonardo DiCaprio
Yes.
meme.
Yes. Well, because he did fake his own death to leave his wife for essentially a go-go dancer,
Uh-huh.
A 19-year-old girl.
a 19-year-old go-go dancer, and then that go-go dancer proceeded to get a little bit ugly, and he's like, "I can do better."
Ooh, you hit the
And then
wall.
continued
She
on.
went from an 8 to a 4.
Yeah, that's too much.
Or as Dawson likes to say, the average for a typical British woman.
Does he say that?
He did
Oh,
say
I
that.
forgot. That's like his catchphrase. I forgot. He says that a lot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, no, he says that all the time.
Okay.
He's saying that. He's literally always saying that.
It's weird if we go like a few hours and he doesn't say that.
You know it's Dotson.
It is
Yeah,
Dawson.
that's how you know it's Dawson. But yeah, you guys were reconvening, and then
ambassador showed up.
a sickly old bird
He was not
walked
amused
in the door
by our antics.
with his cane and his glasses, and was like, "What?"
Almost
What the
having
fuck?
a ghoul run into him.
Yeah,
That was a girl.
that was a female.
Oh, you all look alike to me.
Y'all look the same.
You sure about that?
But yeah, he took the booze and was said the lizard man kept talking in riddles, but we have to go to the palace next.
Yeah.
During the
He
party.
spoke in riddles.
Didn't even see the purple lady. Damn.
No, it was just Tiberius.
Just too bad. Not even the adjunct. And then
I
he
was
told
so
us to
mad
go to an
because
inn.
Jordan wasn't there to be like, he fucks birds.
It was
We
going
did
to
say
be
that still though.
Yeah, that did.
That did still get brought up. Don't
Good.
worry.
Um,
And then he asked us, please don't fetishize him, and we said we're not.
It's
He
different,
is.
like actual birds, not the kind of bird you are. Yeah, it was originally going to be Annister, and then I was like, oh yeah, Ricky doesn't like playing Annister, and I don't feel confident playing, like, RPing Annister, because I don't want to RP him wrong, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. So I'm like, I'll just say it was Tuberus, and then Tuberus and Ian ended up showing up, and I couldn't erase that from my brain, so I'm like, okay, it's just Tuberus, I don't give a fuck. But, I will say, as a DM, that encounter was great, like the Enceladus, because it was the perfect amount of, like, fuckery that if I needed it to last longer, I could just come up with some bullshit.
Yes.
You know? Like, if like, you guys had got it, like, into the courtyard all willy-nilly, I could have just, made up some shit that it could get, it got out and you went back to chasing it or something like that.
It was incredibly fun. I wish that I had taken it less serious at the start because I was so serious about trying to find it. And
that
the
made
second,
it very funny.
second I opened the door and it was just there, I was like, oh, okay.
That was very funny to me because I'm just sitting there like you were I know it was Jack getting or Jordan getting frustrated, but like I could tell you were at least somewhat frustrated because you couldn't find it, and I'm like, do I give him a hint? Like, it's not hiding; it's just in a different room.
It's just
Hey,
not
player,
your
chill out.
princess is in a different
It's
castle.
just licking the floor in the other room. But yeah,
Then we go to the inn that the ambassador recommended.
the ambassador sent you to like an Aquelixy run in, because you're in like the Aquelix district of the city where like all the bird people hang out. It's like a higher end area of the city, and this bar serves like the people who work at the embassy.
I kind of imagine it, like, at least in my head, it is portrayed as like halfway between like a Vegas Strip and a military base.
It's not like the Vegas Strip. It's more like if you like a. I keep wanting to say like an embassy district, but like effectively, like that's kind of how embassies are in like cities. Is like you have a lot of like businesses run by people from that country in that area, and this is just a higher end part of the city, so they're nicer businesses. It's not like a shanty town or whatever. Yeah, so you go to the bar and there's the night bartender there, and there's also a tiny little 200-pound half orc there.
Yeah, 180.
Close enough.
Yeah,
You lady, if you
immediately
went 180?
lays eyes on Jack and starts hitting him up, and he just got out of a really bad, relationship.
Pulled out the Riz on this 15-year-old.
He didn't know she was 15. He didn't ask.
He didn't know.
He didn't ask until the next day.
And at that point, it's sealed. The deal is sealed, You sign the contract.
She was coming on to him pretty strong, I should say.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
that makes it okay.
I love the absolute concept of, like, you see the old guy with the young girl, and you're like, hey, man, that's predatory, and, like, she's the predator.
No, it's still not great for him. I'm going to say that right now. Still not great.
I mean, that was the whole idea with Varys. Not that she's young or anything, but, like, the dynamic there. It's like she has to be the one initiating this.
Yeah.
Or it is weird. I mean, it's still weird, but it's
I'm
more
going to say,
weird.
it is still weird for the dude who was twice her age to say, yeah, sure. But
Over twice her age.
Over twice her age, yeah.
We're talking about Jack, not Tuberus.
Yeah.
I won't have my voice slandered.
Yes, she was very like, oh, well, hello there.
Hi, handsome.
You're
Is it
already
alone?
lubricated. Let's find a room.
Oh my god.
Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, the old bird bartender was not like, do
Oh
not
my
having it.
do
God.
not.
Such a prude.
He was. I mean, they're all
jealous.
kind of prudes because
Yeah.
they're Romans, but the Romans were prudes outwardly, and they
Outwardly,
were
yes.
disgusting perverts inwardly.
This guy's the same.
But also, he just doesn't want you getting your weird human grease all over his.
And damn, Jack is greasy. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All that monkey grease.
Yeah. But then Tristan wanted to try out his new build, so we went and fought cops.
Yeah, you went and you started making your way towards the Imperial Palace. You slept till the next day, which is the day of the gala, where all the everyone everyone who is anyone is going to the Imperial Palace to go to the ball, and you weren't invited, but you do have some alcohol to deliver. So you started making your way there and quickly ran into several roadblocks full of people who did not like that you were walking around with a big orange man.
A big orange man who is now
human shape amulets, except for
bald.
like the hobgoblin.
Oh yeah, completely bald. All over
The
his
acid
body.
tore out
It's
his.
tough. The hair, not so much.
My man just got an
Exfoliate.
yeah, a much needed exfoliation. Now he looks glistening.
Yeah,
No, he's extra shiny.
he does look like a thumb from Spy Kids.
And that was the session.
And that was it.
It was so much fun. I really enjoyed chasing around that lizard.
That Star Talks
was good
build
strategy.
is so much fun. It's so broken.
I
It's not
never-
broken. It's just fun.
I never know if to like reveal the DM secrets, because I feel like if like I reveal the DM secrets, it's less special. Can I reveal the secret of that encounter?
Oh, if it's already happened, then yeah.
The secret was I made that all up on the spot. There
Which
was
part?
the entire chasing it around thing.
Oh my
Like,
god.
that was completely ad lib. Because originally it was going to be you fight it, you get it to a certain health threshold, and then it was going to run into the courtyard and you just fight it again, and then it goes in
see.
its cage. And then I was like, what if it just runs away? And then like you have to herd it back into it. Like the locks, like I just came up with that.
That was
on
really
the
I
spot.
thought that was
Yeah.
way more fun.
Let's go.
I never know if to like say like, yeah, I came up with that on the spot, or if just to leave it like, yeah, that was all planned.
I always like saying I came up with that on the spot because everyone's usually like, "Oh, nice."
I'm always
And I
like
that.
stars in my eyes, like amazed when like shit like that lines up and like it's planned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm always like, do I tell them that I made this up on the spot because I think it's cooler when it's planned? But
I think it's cooler when it's made up. So.
that's fair.
But that's I think just our differences.
I can't tell either way, so just
Yeah,
keep doing what
it's
you're
all
doing.
fun.
But yeah,
And that's what happened. Now let's
what
go
happened.
eat.
That's what happened.
I'm very hungry.
Yes, I know.
So you don't clap.
I know.
Leave.
I like clapping.
You let the doors clap.
Let me clap.
I will say it's kind of fucked up that I did a British accent for 3 podcasts, and Kaylee doesn't do a British accent for Jack on the podcast.
There's more than 3 podcasts.
Yeah, but she hasn't done one for 1. What's the deal there?
Do you want me to do a British accent the whole time?
Yeah, I do.
It's an all or nothing kind of deal.
Have asked
No.
me. You've asked me several
I need to figure out how to do a French accent.
understand what I'm saying.
The fact that you